Good morning, everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Blue Witch presents Coffee Break with Laura Gonzalez. That's me putting lotion on my face. Hello, Alex. Alex, it's been a minute. How are you, dear? Good morning. Welcome to Blue Witch presents Coffee Break with Laura Gonzalez. That's me. I'm Laura Gonzalez, and you are in the coffee break. And today we're going to have some big boxes. The Witch's Wisdom. And we're going to have the Bee Tarot. Alex says, I'm excellent. Thanks, Laura. I hope you're doing well too. I am doing fan-freaking-tastic. I am, really. I'm very happy. Some very good things have been happening. So I'm really, really doing very, very good. We're also going to use the Game of Thrones Tarot today. I just noticed that I didn't have all my lights on here. And there you go. Now you can see me, Facebook. You couldn't see me. Hello, marvelously Marissa. So yeah, no, I'm excellent as well. And thank you for using the word excellent. We're also going to use the Celtic Tarot. So the Witch's Tarot, the Bee Tarot, the Game of Thrones, and the Celtic Tarot. And somewhere in between, the heaviest oracle on the planet, the Tlachtoli Oracle. The Tlachtoli Oracle. All right, folks, let's do this, shall we? Thank you for joining us. Look at these pelos. Thank you for joining us from Facebook. Thank you for joining us from YouTube and the website. And thank you for joining us here live on Instagram. I have remnants of semi-warm coffee. Honestly, I didn't want to make another cup. You know, the baby got excited for the Celtic Tarot. Well, it's the first one we're using today. Hello, Vintage Locket. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So, folks, let us breathe. We breathe in the oxygen that is produced by everything that is green on the planet. And when we breathe out, we share carbon dioxide with them, thus perpetuating our intertwined relationship with the earth and everything that is beautiful. The beautiful vibration of life on our breath. And we are asking the divine to let us see what we need to see and maybe wise enough to use that information wisely. All right, Celtic Tarot. Baby. Baby, baby. Here comes the Celtic Tarot. Ooh, we have the King of Wands. Look at that. There's a subliminal message there that is not very subtle. I forgot that this Celtic Tarot is a little bit of a how do you say this? A little X-rated. Okay, once. Is that the word, X-rated? I think so. Where's the king? Darn it. Page 9, Queen, King. Here he is. So this is our King of Wands. I'm sure you can see it. If you don't see it, don't worry about it. Hello, who is Johnny? X-rated works too. Okay, suggestive. Yes, very. Suggestive X-rated. Okay. So we have the King of Wands. You can be sure that if this card is an indication of a person pertinent to the question, then that individual is reassuringly honest. There is no deception in the King of Wands. The situation is what it is, and he will speak his mind, even if that does upset the apple cart. When the king appears in a reading, it does refer to a strong personality type, a dark individual, and usually one who is married. The king is one who is able to see the potential in a situation, even if others cannot. But this can lead that individual to be less patient of others. The king is unlikely to take any prisoners. This is a dynamic individual who is warm but also veer to the edge of appearing intimidating. Yikes. So that is our King of Wands today. How are we in minute 6 already? What? Have I been just talking? Okay, second card for today. Let's hurry up. Let's hurry up. We have a podcast tonight, kids. We have a podcast tonight, Deborah Blake, talking about Everyday Witch's Book of Deities. Everyday Witch's Book of Deities. I collaborated on that book, and independently of my collaboration, of course, we have this interview with Deborah talking about all her very many works, including the latest. She's written like a million books, I swear. Okay, 7 of Spears. 7 of Spears. Coins, Spears. Here we are. It came out right side up. 7 of Spears from the Game of Thrones tarot. Endurance and opposition are the meanings of this 7. The card suggests you hold your ground through tough negotiations as you fight off a competitor. Defend your ideas or push back one too many demands. The positive aspect, however, is that you see the challenge and take action before the situation gets out of control. Persevere. Endurance and opposition are the meaning of this 7. The card suggests you hold your ground through tough negotiations as you fight off a competitor, defend your ideas, or push back one too many demands. The positive aspect, however, is that you see the challenge and take action before the situation gets out of control. Persevere. Isn't that all of us right now? I feel like we're all doing the exact same thing. I'm really puzzled as in how we are on minute 8. And I have only pulled 2 cards. But you know what? It is what it is. By the way, I need a number, kids. Between 3 and 391. One number between 3 and 391. We have a podcast tonight. We have 2 summits next week. The Witches Oracle Summit. I'm going to be teaching Tezcatlipoca, Divination with Obsidian Mirrors. Go to bluewitch.org. Sign up is free. I will also be on the panel. Thank you, Johnny. I'll also be on the panel the next day, the 21st, the Witches Oracle panel, talking about divination. And on Saturday, for the Hour Sorcery Hour, I will be teaching Xochiquetzalli, Flowers, Pleasure, and Sacred Resistance. Okay, we're going to take the first number that came through, which is Johnny's, and that's 58. For all of you who are giving numbers, please come back. So number 58, Johnny, not only you have a at Teteoh, you have a Xochiquetzalli, which is rare because this oracle almost has no images of deities. But look what you got, Johnny. Quetzalcoatl. Well, Johnny called it for all of us, right? Tlahuizlampa, yellow, Quetzalcoatl, cosmic wisdom, intelligence, illumination. The sacred direction of the East calls you to check in. How are you using the wisdom that is available to you now? The mind can reveal what was hidden out of sight. Use your intelligence to guide you in this time and space. Tlahuizlampa, amarillo, Quetzalcoatl, sabiduría cósmica, inteligencia, iluminación. La dirección sagrada del Oriente te llama. ¿Cómo estás utilizando la sabiduría que está disponible para ti en este momento? La mente puede revelar lo que estaba oculto a simple vista. Utiliza tu inteligencia para guiarte en este tiempo y espacio. Tlahuizlampa, yellow, Quetzalcoatl, cosmic wisdom, intelligence, illumination. The sacred direction of the East calls you to check in. How are you using the wisdom that is available to you now? The mind can reveal what was hidden out of sight. Use your intelligence to guide you in this time and space. And I invite Alex and Vintage Locket, come back. On Wednesday, we will pull more cards, whether you save that number in your mind or you get a new one. And speaking of wisdom, I'm very grateful to all of you. I am very grateful to all of you. We have sold out the 13 witches. Yay! We sold out the 13 witches, 13 weeks. Our virtual Sabbath is being completed. We have the 13 witches. I should say we have the 12 witches. I'm the 13th witch. And we're ready to go. We're ready to go. We're going to start on June 1st. Other people, if you were thinking about it, you thought about it a little too long. We might do it again in like the fall. But for now, we're looking forward to do the first ever 13 witches, 13 weeks, and see what happens. You know, I'm very excited. It's a very diverse group. We have a good mix of ages, genders, and cultures. So it's going to be very interesting. And the class from yesterday, the Teteoh, the colonizing the god, Huehueteotl, the god of fire, was pretty interesting as well. If you miss the class, you can always buy them on demand. bluewitch.org. Everything is in bluewitch.org. The summits, the classes, the application for private lessons, all courses and classes that you can self-pace, and of course, bookings for tarot and cleansings, you know, that I'm still practicing that. Not as much, but I'm still doing that. All right. My time between classes has become a little bit limited. So if you want to catch me for an appointment, it's becoming a little bit more scarce. You know, I have fewer and fewer appointments. I am thrilled, my friends, to inform you what the next card is, because we have I thought it was the ace. I'm sorry. Another king. In this case, we have received the King of Pentacles. So we had the King of Wands. Now we have the King of Pentacles. We have been visited by two kings today. Interesting. So the message is, this is a person you will go to for advice about material things in your life. They are excellent accountants and legal advisors with sharp minds that can penetrate issues and quickly find a solution. Their hugs may be quick and verging on awkward, but they exude a warmth that tells you how much they care. We need that. This is a person you will go for to advise about material things in your life. They are an excellent accountant and legal advisor with sharp minds that can penetrate issues and quickly find a solution. Their hugs might be quick and verging on awkward, but they exude warmth and that tells you how much they care. I hope you all get a good hug today. When was the last time you got a good hug? We all deserve good hugs. Good hugs, good hugs. Have you all signed up for the Witches Oracle yet? It's free, guys. You all should take advantage of that. Free and open to the public. And they give you the option to buy in. And when you buy in, these summits that I've been doing, that the class is free, when you buy into a ticket, then you get unlimited access to the bonuses. Because we usually send bonus classes, right? For us, the teachers, let me let you in how it works. So I offer a free class. It's going to be free for you. It's not free for me. I get paid. But I'm also asked to offer bonus classes. And in order for you to access the bonus classes, you are invited to pay a ticket. Not just my classes, but a bunch of classes by a bunch of teachers. They average 20 extra classes. It could be less, it could be more. I don't know exactly how many are on the bonus for this one. But, you know, it's Wendy Mata from Bruja Co. She usually has very good teachers and a whole bunch of classes. So you can opt in and buy the classes. You can also watch free classes. She has some like guests that do free stuff. And in my case, my class is pre-recorded, but it's there. It's going to be available all 3 days of the summit. And then if you opt in, you get to watch my other 2 classes that I offer for this one, which are an introduction to tarot. So divination and psychic abilities, I think, is one of the classes, and the other class is tarot as a healing tool. So if you opt in and you buy a ticket, then you get to watch those 2 classes. Hello, Jackie. And yeah, so that's gonna be it. Now the other event that I'm doing is the Xochiquetzalli, Flowers, Pleasure, and Social Resistance. And that you pay a ticket, and part of those tickets is gonna be donated to some kind of social justice charity. I can't remember which one, because I haven't had time to go read the whole thing. But Elohim Leafar and all the team from Our Sorcery Hour, I also get paid, obviously, but part of the tickets goes to a charity, right? And at this time, folks, I might sign up another person for a private tarot tutoring, one-on-one, and that will put me at capacity. I don't think I'm going to be able to take any more apprentices privately for the time being. Let's see. But it's always good if you have inquiries about doing one-on-one classes with me. We can stretch time, or we can, you know, start planning for you for your private tutoring. But I might be, for the first time ever, thank you, Goddess, at capacity. And those are good news, guys. Put on hearts and flames and stuff in there, please, because that is amazing news. That I might be actually full of apprentices. That is amazing. So I thank you all so much for all your support and all your love. And I thought with all this regime and all this horribleness that has been happening in our world, that I was gonna, that my business was gonna disappear, and y'all have kept me afloat and working and sane. Because against all odds, in a country that will want me dead or quiet or non-existent or whatever, y'all have sustained me. So I'm very, 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 very grateful for y'all. And teaching, because teaching is my vocation and my passion and my number one um, fun thing that I do. Nothing gives me more pleasure than teaching. It has helped me keep my mental health. I swear. Because last year I was having a really hard time emotionally with the whole Nazi salute. Um, because I thought if they're playing Nazis, what are we? The brown people are obviously, um, fascism is horrible. And I cannot even begin to explain to you what it feels to be on the other side of fascism. Um, but I digress. It was teaching what kept me sane. And it was my apprentices and all of you who had kept me going, you know. Thank you, Jackie. I'm also grateful and thankful for all of you. And whether you have the capacity to purchase my classes on one-on-one, or you have the ability to just come to a um, the sliding scale embodied at Teteoh, $13. Or if you just send me $5 tip for a coffee cup, I mean, and if you're here chatting with me, when you join me for the coffee break, when you join me for the live in the wheel, when you prove to me that I'm not just screaming to the void, but that we do have indeed built a community that I like to call the Blue Witch community, right? And y'all might not know each other that well, but I'm very blessed that I know all of you. And when you comment, I get to read about you, and y'all kind of catch on who each other is, right? Um, you have heard the names that you're familiar. I'm sure you know Marisa, and who is Johnny, and Alex, and Jackie, and La Dancy Nancy, and y'all know of each other, and isn't that community? So it really is heartwarming to be part of this community and to have you guys. And I'm just thrilled. I'm very, very excited about this 13 Witches and all the other classes and everything. And it's been a long time coming for me to like just focus on teaching. And I, of course, have to give a shout out and a gratitude to the team also, Andrea, and the very new asset that we just invited to the team, Karina, right? They're both my apprentices and they're both my assistants in capacities that are completely different, right? Andrea is a business manager, and Karina is coming in as a executive assistant. And you know, I'm just a migrant who loves spirituality and to empower people, and y'all empower me. So I'm very, very grateful for that. But enough, enough, enough. I'm so grateful for you. You came into my life in such a pivotal moment a few years ago. And I always look forward to catching the coffee break. Thank you, Vintage Locket. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate you. And I appreciate all of you. And I wish we could have, like a mixer where we all get to know each other. But it's kind of impossible because of the nature of our, but y'all come here. And that's what makes it fun, right? I have watched, I have rewatched the coffee breaks here and there, and it's so weird because it's just me talking, right? But I know I'm talking to you. And for people who are not here and not rewatching, I'm also talking to you, right? But it's so funny for me to like read it on my own because when I read your messages, I hear your voices in my head. But you don't hear yourself speaking. I hear it. So it doesn't translate on the video. Anyway, last card for today out of the Witch's Wisdom deck. And we have Messenger of Air. And it came. Oh, I don't think this one does right side up and upside down. I think this is meant to be all right side up. So the Messenger of Air. Thank you, Vintage Locket. And some of you have gifted me your friendship on a personal level. Y'all know who. And that is also incredible, you know. Care about our community or well-being. Y'all give me gifts. That's so amazing. I'm very blessed. I'm very happy. No, I'm not dying. I'm just being grateful. Messenger of Air. Remember your childhood dreams? How you could fly? How you woke in the morning knowing anything was possible? Anything is possible. Believe in your dreams and the magic within. You will reawaken. Ask for help with the open-heartedness of a child, and the universe will give you wings to your dreams. This card absolutely matches what I was telling you, because my dream has always been to teach. Oh, the Witch's Wisdom gifted me a card as well. And because I know Phyllis Carrot, this feels almost like she's telling me, like, hey, Laura, remember this? Remember your childhood dreams? How you could fly? How you woke up in the morning knowing that anything was possible? Anything is possible. Believe in your dreams and the magic within you will awaken. Believe in your dreams and the magic within you will be awakened. Ask for help with the open-heartedness of a child, and the universe will give wings to your dreams. And if y'all have ever heard Phyllis Carrot speaking, she also has this warmth to her voice and the way she delivers. And if you have never heard Phyllis Carrot speaking, do yourself a favor and Google Phyllis Carrot. She has a plethora of videos where she talks about all magic and wisdom and stuff, and she's just fantastic. All right, folks. Thank you so much for watching. Please go to bluewitch.org for all the things. My name is Laura Gonzalez, and until we meet again, never, ever, ever forget how grateful I am for you and that you are loved. Bye-bye. Bye-bye, Facebook. Bye-bye, YouTube.